picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Kalani Sitake has BYU trending. He's got a new contract. He's got stability, coming off one of the best seasons in school history at 12-2. But they are not satisfied, just narrowly missing the college football playoff. The Cougars have more to prove in college football this season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the BYU Cougars offense will take the field first. And here comes Bear Bachmeier. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man, it's Martin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to run it. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside. And then
oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Wildcats offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Kedrick Riscano. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
You run the slant route day one. And this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Back to throw. It's Fafita. That's reeled in. It's Gallagher. Inside the 40. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. From the gun. Throws for the tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Trying play action. On the move, he fires. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, Dave. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Fafita. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Cougars sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
All right, Holly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab down the middle. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And as we start the second quarter, let's go down to Holly for an update on the weather.
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. and he gets it back, so you can file that one under could have been worse. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that one.
Personal foul.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Catch in the middle, it's Casper. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Sweet cut there. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Ripping through the defense. And he's in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He broke out another move.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats.
The This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll try it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Dangerous screen into traffic. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Fafita. Finds his big tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Got his man. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. Here's a little room there. They knock him down after an explosive play, and it was all because of the perfectly timed pitch.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
and they're able to make the tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Looking for room at the 30. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Switch it.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. The sure hands, it's Gallagher. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Pressure coming. Trying to get away. And they got him for the sack. Took him a while to get home, and they chased him out of the pocket and brought him down. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum. Turning it on! He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. BYU lines up quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Stepping to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll pull it down. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. On the delay, it's Martin. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quarterback doing what he does best, he can move. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the 1st down. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And it's no good. And that wall they need to climb to get back in this one, guys, is still 20 points high. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. And now back to your game in Provo. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, coming out of the locker room, the Arizona head coach told me he spoke to his team in the locker room at halftime about how well they started that first half, but it's not good enough. They are off to a good start in the Big 12 play, conference opener, but he said, I know our opponents are going to pour on the gas and be even better in the third. We have to match that energy here at kickoff.
Okay, Holly. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jordan. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. Got it inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got it behind the line. It's Phillips. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10. Flips it out on the screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here, make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast, slip it to them, try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. BYU right back to the line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Takes the ball inside the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 29.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 40. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Wildcats have taken it inside the 20. Unloads quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Looking to pass, it's Fafita. Floats it out in space. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Under fire. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
They go to the wide receiver screen, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That holding call pushes them back. Now they face a 2nd and 20 here. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Hold and fire complete. Oh, he's got some space. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying the left side. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Arizona comes out with another 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Takes the easy completion. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
BYU lines up quickly. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive, and another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Going to run it. It's Craig. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. They're dealing with a second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0.
Black 14, black 14.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Scanning the field, it's Rios. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside, it's Warren. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. He's looking downfield to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. They're setting up the screen. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Under fire. Still looking for Matt. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on 4th and short. BYU right back to the line.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, BYU.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
The AT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. So an 82-yard drive there. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. On the option. Quick toss. Spins away from the defender. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Makes one man miss.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch except the ticket holders. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Rios. Makes the grab. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout, and that is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Guys?
Okay, Holly. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Defense looks like they're coming. Finding an escape route. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. They'll run it. It's Warren. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to pass, it's Rios. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes.
Caught, and he's got room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. BYU lines up quickly.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what...
Wide open a catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. They'll go to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Safe completion on the screen. Running through contact. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. And they got it.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And this offense is going to have to fight.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Craig. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.